There's loads going on with this guitar. There's bits everywhere. Look, it's got knobs, switches, things. Two of those. What the f***'s all that about? You could have drive on one side, you could have verb on the other, you could... It's a really good excuse to buy more pedals or use all of those pedals that you bought recently that you didn't really need. There you go. Get a stereo guitar. Get a Lucille. Guitaristas is proudly supported by Gear for Music. Hello, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Guitaristas. So, at long last, it's the one we've all been waiting for. It's the Epiphone BB King Lucille. What a beauty, eh? Yeah, it's caused a lot of interest, this guitar. Not least from me, actually. I've been wanting one for bloody ages. So I finally got one a couple of months ago, and then, of course, I couldn't review the bloody thing because of my little mishap. So at last, I think we're in a position to get on with it, and I can play it. I can get my arm over it. This is the thing, because it's such a big old bastard. But yeah, I can. I've had a go at home. We'll be good. So we're going to get on with it. Deep dive review today. And I'll mention it now. We're going to do a quick and dirty raffle. Raffle it off, because I did promise this was going to be our next raffle prize. So that's now live. Links in the description box. Stick around till the end and I'll tell you a little bit more about that. But it's a quick one. You've got about 48 hours to get your tickets. It ends Sunday, the 3rd of May at 8 o'clock in the evening. So links there. Stick around to find out a little bit more. So yeah, here we are. Let's get on with it. You know the score. There's loads going on with this guitar. There's bits everywhere. Look, it's got knobs, switches, things. Two of those. What the fuck's all that about? Well, we have to find out, won't we? So it might be a long one. Timestamps are in the description box. If you're in a little bit of a hurry, you can just skip forward and hear what it sounds like or whatever, or see if I can actually play it. If you've got a little bit of time on your hands, you know the score. Go and put the kettle on. Make yourself a nice beverage. Get some nibbles and snacks and come back and chill out. Chill out. And let's nerd over this thing, shall we? Yeah, let's do it. All right, let's start. Well, let's start by paying homage to the great man, BB King himself. What a legend. I don't really need to say any more than that, do I? BB King, thank you for your music. Thank you for... That's ABBA, isn't it? No. BB King, yeah. He was great. Sadly, he's not around anymore. But his guitar lives on, yeah. I got out of that, didn't I? I didn't know where that was going, but I got out of it. The legend of BB lives on in his guitars. This is the Epiphone version, £799. There are also loads of other expensive, way more expensive versions from Gibson. I think they're about, what, 6 or 7 grand, or even more than that, I don't know. But there's a lot of them about. Now, BB King played lots of different guitars, okay, all called Lucille. They were mainly Gibson ES355s, which is what this one is obviously loosely based on. Or I think he played ES330s at some point, but lots of different guitars, and they were all called Lucille. And that's because I understand, you know, you never know how correct this stuff is, do you? But this is from Wikipedia. In 1949, a young BB was doing a gig in Arkansas at a club when a fight broke out, a stove was knocked over, and the whole place went up in flames, okay? Big fire. Now, BB apparently realised that his beloved Gibson guitar, which apparently he'd paid $30 for, was still inside. So like a mad fool, he rushed back in and saved the guitar. The next morning, apparently, this is a long story, isn't it? Next morning, he heard that the fight was over a woman called Lucille. So From that day forward, he named all of his guitars Lucille to remind himself not to be such a damn fool and put his life in danger again over a guitar. There you go. That's the story, apparently. So Lucille lives on. Look, on the headstock. And well, I've been looking forward to getting this one for bloody ages. So let's start the review now. It's a big old bastard, as I said. Let's start by weighing it. I couldn't guess, to be honest with you. £9 1 ounce, or 4.12 kilograms. There you go. So although this is based on an ES355, you'll notice a slight difference. It doesn't have any F holes at all, this guitar. So it's based on I think a custom guitar that Gibson made for BB. I think it was in around about 1980. He wanted to lose the F holes to minimise feedback while he was on stage. So although it is, it's a semi-hollow guitar. It's a centre block guitar. This is I'm going to have to just refer to my notes because there's a lot of different timbers involved in this. It's got a where is it? Hang on. It's at the top here. It's a 5-ply maple and poplar construction with spruce bracing inside and a maple centre block. There you go. Yeah. A lot of different timbers. It's got a maple set neck with a rounded C profile, which feels pretty nice. So let's have a look at the neck profile and measurements on the screen now. Okay, here's the neck profile and measurements at the 1st fret, and here's the neck profile and measurements at the 12th fret. So yeah, that's sort of as described, really. Rounded medium C. Not going to offend anyone, not too chunky, not too thin. So I think everyone will get on all right with that. It's got it's got a lot going on, this guitar. Where do we start? Obviously, gloss black poly finish on this. It's the Epiphone version. Lots of fancy binding. Look, proper multiply binding. I'm not going to count how many bits. Around the body, front, back, headstock, gold, adorned with gold hardware. Very nice looking guitar indeed. It's got an ebony fingerboard and medium jumbo frets. Let's get the strings off and have a closer look. So it's a standard Gibson scale length, 24 3/4 inches. As I said, it's got an ebony fingerboard. Let's have a closer look at that. And 22, I think, medium jumbo frets. They feel there's no sharp edges, but I can feel them. I don't think they've spent a lot of time rounding the edges or anything, but it's okay, it's comfortable. Big block pearloid inlays, as customs really, isn't it? Like the ES355, which is based on, is kind of like the custom, isn't it? The Les Paul custom, with all the fancy gold hardware and bling and stuff. This has got a bit of extra bling. Now that was falling off, so let's start there. God blimey, that's heavy. Oh, actually, ooh, that's an interesting thing. I didn't expect it to do that because I've never really encountered one before. So putting it back on is going to be interesting. It's got it's called a TP. I called TP6. I think it was. TP6, yeah, TP6 stop bar. So these are little fine tuning keys, I suppose you'd call them, wouldn't you? to, yeah, to fine tune it. Now I just held back a string as I was taking it off, just to show you. It's pretty easy how they go in, look, just like that. So it's dead easy to restring. And then, you know, if you want, you can use that to fine tune it. Staying on this end, it's got a lock tone Tunematic. It's the ABR1 style Tunematic, the thin one with a bit of wire holding it on Epiphone. There you go. Oh, I'll put that back on so it won't fall off because it locks on. Up this end, you've got Grover Rotomatic tuners. There you go. And Kalamazoo headstock. It's got a Lucille inlay. And look at that special gold truss rod cover, which says BB King. So that's that. There's a lot going on there. It's got a varitone switch, which we'll have a look at in a minute in the control cavity. It's got speed knobs, 2 volume, 2 tone, 3-way switch, and it's got pickups. Now these are Alnico Classic Pro pickups. Let's take some readings before we go any further. Now I've just managed to work out that this is the output jack we need to get normal kind of readings, i.e. both pickups in play, all knobs in play. So we'll start with the bridge pickup. We've got 7.73K with an inductance of 3.97 Henrys. And over to the neck pickup, 7.44K with an inductance of 3.76 Henrys. And a middle reading just for fun, 3.85K. There you go. We'll delve into what the other output jack does in a bit when we plug it in. Time to go deep and see what we can see. Pickguard first. Just a bit of dust under there, nothing else. Bit of dust. Right, pickups. Right, here we go. Let's see what we can see under here, if anything. Let's flip that. All we're seeing here is the center block and the sticker and the sort of relatively untidy neck tenon there. I sort of mentioned this last week because we did the Epiphone coronet last week and it was a really neat job. I suppose because maybe it was exposed. Well, it wasn't exposed because it was under the pickguard, but it was a really neat join. Whereas this is the complete opposite. It's yeah, it's kind of, you know, rough hoon neck tenon. Rough hoon. Anyway, you know, it's solid. There it is. And the pickup, Alnico Classic Pro Gold Humbucker Neck C for coaxial. Is this coaxial? Can't really see at the moment. I think that is coaxial cable. There you go. I got it in one this week. I'm pretty sure. No doubt people will be saying, nah, that doesn't mean that. This one. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, hello. Oh, there's stuff going on here. Hello. You can't see it yet, can you? Let's have a look, Cole. Ooh. Let's get a closer view. And here it begins. So, well, I hope you can see that. I mean, there's big silver things I'm imagining their my imagination. Well, I imagine there's something to do with that, haven't they? And I was say, well, some sort of capacitors or something. The truth is, I don't really know what they are, but I'm sure that you could tell me. Please tell me specifically, what are these silver things? There's two that I can see. I can see into the hollowness of the guitar from here, and unfortunately you won't be able to. And this pickup, of course, Alan, does that help? I don't think the torch helps, does it? Alnigo Classic Pro Gold Humbucker Bridge C for coaxial cable. Right, so please tell me exactly what these silver things are. Now what we're going to do is open up the control cavity and have a closer look inside there. See if we can piece together this jigsaw. Ah, here we are. Right. Well, that's the varitone switch there, isn't it? CTS 500K pots. Now, I'm thinking actually that those silver things are actually probably not to do with the varitone, but are more likely to do with the twin output jacks, because I understand that the twin output jacks, one of them works as normal, the one we used when we took the pickup readings. If you use both of them, if you put a normal mono jack into both of them, yeah, it splits the signal. One will take just the neck pickup and one will take just the bridge pickup. And the idea being you can use 2 amps. That was one version of what it does, you know, online. So we'll have to try that this week, won't we? We're going to have to use 2 amps and see if it works. It'll give you a stereo signal. 1 bridge pickup, 1 neck pickup. It's going to be a long one, isn't it? Right, so yeah, that's that. And you can see down there, you can see the bracing, and you can see the centre block there. Yeah, and that's what the varitone switch looks like closer. There you go. Well, we better get on with that then, haven't we? Put it all back together, put some strings on, and play it. See what it sounds like. Through both outputs. See in a minute. Right, here we go. Today I've put a set of Ernie Ball Super Slinkies on. These are 9 through 42, so lighter than I normally use, because obviously my fingers are still a little bit soft from not playing for so long. And also I'm going to try and do a little bit of BB King, and he does quite a lot of full tone bends. There's that one, for instance, there. It's no wonder he pulls such funny faces when he's playing, is it? That hurts. Yeah, actually, I've worked a way around that. I'm not actually going to use my first finger for that particular bend, which is in. Look, I'm just going to play something, because there's a lot going on with this guitar. I mean, I'm going to start with the jack in the output that is standard rigging to play. You know what I mean? It basically it's like a normal guitar with that output. I'll show you what the other one does in a bit, but we'll start with that's what it sounds like unplugged. It's quite twangy, isn't it? Light strings. I might be hitting it too hard because I'm not really used to them. Anyway, let's see what it sounds like plugged in. I'll go through, it's got a lot going on, so I'll go through all the settings briefly now, and then we'll play something and we'll try and incorporate as many of them as we can. Right, so this is just the Princeton reverb rig with the aux attenuator. I'll put a shot of that on the screen so you can see what that looks like and what the settings are today. That's the rig we always use. I'm going to bring another rig into it in a bit when we try the other output, and I'll show you what that is in a bit. For now, this is what the guitar sounds like through that rig, through the bridge pickup. Fully cranked. No pedals at the moment. Neck. Quite beefy that, isn't it? Together. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot going on. So the varitone it's easy to write it off, but actually, if you muck around with drive pedals and the tone controls, I think you can get some really nice sounds out of that. So yeah, don't write it off. A lot of people do, they go, oh, it's a waste of time. It's quite ballsy, isn't it? That's that's tone rolled off. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, no pedals on that. Shall we see what the other output jack does? Right, here we go. Right, rig number 2 is turned on, and it's this. I haven't got another, what I'd call a decent attenuator, like a heavyweight one, that I trust to look after the amps. You know, I've got lots of little ones, cheaper ones, but I've had issues in the past where I've cranked an amp and then the amp's needed to go in for a repair. It's happened twice to me now. So whilst the aux attenuator on the Fender works day in, day out, and has done for years without any problems, because it was expensive, I suppose. I haven't got another one. I can't afford another aux. So I'm using an amp that I think is gonna be not too loud but sound decent, and that's the little Marshall Class 5. I've got it on the attenuator setting, fully cranked. I'm going to get earth loops here. I'm going to get earth loops. This is just for demonstration purposes. It needs setting up properly, obviously. But what I wanted to show you is that now you've got, I think, yeah, the neck pickup works on the Fender, but the bridge pickup is Marshall, and in the middle now I'll try and tweak those in a stereo mix a bit and muck around with it just so you can hear what's going on. There you go, gives you half an idea of what one might be able to achieve. You'd need to wire it up properly, get rid of all the earth loops, work out what you want where. You could be quite creative with it, couldn't you? there you go. A bit sloppy this week, I thought, but I've got a good excuse, haven't I? It's possible that I came back from injury too soon, and I would say I made that look easier than it actually was. I might have made it look more difficult than it actually was, depending on your viewpoint. But we struggled through, and we coaxed some good sounds out of it, didn't we? For sure. Really, for sure. It's got a lot going on. It was quite difficult there because obviously I was doing it all on the fly. No, it wasn't all improvised, was it? Because the first bit was literally not note for note, but as many notes as I could get in for note. A BB King intro to The Thrill Is Gone. So let's hope I don't get a copyright strike for that one. It'll happen, won't it? It's always actually, it's a bummer when you get a copyright strike, but also you think, my playing weren't that bad, was it? It's recognisable. That's a good thing, isn't it? It was recognisable. It wasn't that good. That's the thing. Right, shut up. Look, I was saying so much potential with this guitar. It's got so much going on, and this stereo kind of option there. You could really be creative with it, couldn't you? We weren't creative at all this week. We plugged one side through the board and the looper, and the other side direct into the amp. So it somewhat limited what we were doing. But can you imagine what you could do with it? Two boards. Use some isolating things, pedals. Like, what have I got? Well, I haven't got it handy, but I've got a couple of orange detonator ABY splitters or whatever they're called, and not only do they isolate the signals properly, but you've also got phase cancelling on it and stuff. So if you use something like that to get a nice clean signal from both sides, you could have drive on one side, you could have verb on the other, you could, honestly, it's just your imagination. It's a really good excuse to buy more pedals or use all of those pedals that you bought recently that you didn't really need. There you go. Get a stereo guitar. Get a Lucille. It'll build your muscles up as well. And it sounds great. It really did sound great. I mean, it was ballsy as well. So, you know, it's not just a blues guitar, is it? You could really, you know, crank it up and do anything on it, really. I like the varitone. It offers options, especially with, you know, I like piling on the rat fuzz pedal and rolling back the tone, and that gives you some really nice different flavors. A bit sort of quacky right round there, wasn't it? In a good way. So there you go. Yeah. But yeah, I did maybe come back from injury a little bit too soon this week, but you got to do it, haven't you? Because this is my job now, and if I don't make films, I don't get paid. So I'm back. Thanks to all the members over on the TV channel who support me, regardless of whether I'm making films. I'm sure they won't stick around for too long if I keep having time off. But a couple of weeks, you know, we can get by, not a problem. Yeah, I don't get paid for that. So if you want to help, buy a bloody raffle ticket. This raffle for this Lucille is now live. You might win it. It's £5 a ticket, and the draw takes place this Sunday evening, the 3rd of May. Links in the description box. Go through to our site on raffle.com. All the info you need is there. £5 a ticket. The proceeds go to support this channel, to pay for these guitars, to keep the circle of guitars turning. And as always, we give 10% of all proceeds to charity. On this occasion, I'm giving to Prostate Cancer UK, or you're giving to Prostate Cancer UK. So partly in a good cause as well. It's all in a good cause, isn't it? Well, if you like watching this shit, it is. So there you go. You got about, well, probably 48 hours or so to get your tickets. Links in the description box. If you do, the raffle's drawn Sunday evening, 8 p.m. GMT, British Summertime, and if you win, I'll reach out to you almost immediately on email, okay? And you can check, obviously, who wins on the raffle.com site and all that, okay? See it live, watch it live, and think, is my name going to come up? Someone's going to win, so let's hope it's you, eh? There you go. I love this guitar, but I mean, I can't keep them all. And this one, it's going to go to a better home on Sunday. So there. Yeah, that's it. I've had it briefly. I've enjoyed it. I've played it badly. I should practice a little bit more for next week. There you go. Thanks for watching. Come back next week. What am I doing? Not sure yet. Come back next week and find out. All right. Cheers for now. Ta-da.